What's up, guys? Ian Isbell here with Team Rockensock Real Estate Professionals, along with Eddie Rockensock. Just wanted to talk you guys through the home selling process. Obviously, when you go to list your home or you got to move, whether it be for work, outgrowing your house, whatever that situation may be, you get in the situation where, hey, Ian, Eddie, it's time to sell. What do we need to do? What's our first steps? So I'm going to let Eddie talk a little bit about our listing presentation and kind of what we bring to the table when we come into your kitchen, living room, wherever it may be, and sit down and talk about your home.
Yeah. So first thing we want to do, obviously, set that up. We're going to come to your house. What I typically say is, hey, would you show me your house? And while you're showing it to me, tell me any upgrades that you've done. Tell me what you like about it.
Why'd you buy this house?
That's right.
That's a
Those
question I
kind of
always get.
things. It just helps when I take those notes, bring it back to the team, bring it back to Ian and the marketing person, where we can talk about how we're going to market that, what groups we're going to kind of hit, what we're going to feature in our remarks, those kind of things. So that starts. We walk the whole home, get all that stuff. Then we typically like to sit down and go through our listing presentation, which is, gosh, man, it's been
24 pages.
yeah, and it's I think we've been editing it for about 20, God, probably 27, 28 years now.
It's a lot
That
of
we've
years.
been going through it. Yeah, that we've been going through it and trying to constantly improve it. But inside that listing presentation, it's got a lot of sections in it. It goes from meeting us to marketing plan, time frame, your goals, all of those different things.
Yeah, so kind of what we're going to do once from meeting, from conception of this idea to returning keys over to the new owner. So Eddie, I've met with you at this point. We've kind of had that conversation. What's it look like timeline for me? And obviously, I, as the seller, will dictate a lot of what the timeline is going to look like with what I need from the sale, when I need to move, when I need to be at the next place. But what does it look like as far as our team is concerned when we get something on the market? Kind of what's our steps, what's our processes as we go through?
Good question. So we're going to go through everything with you so that we're making sure that we hit your timelines. Also, go through all the numbers, the CMAs, all the prices, everything to make sure that we're getting what you want. You understand the process. For us to go from signing paperwork to on the market, typically takes us about 48 hours. Our what we like to do is have we're always going to do professional pictures. We'll do those on Monday or Tuesday. Those usually take 24 hours to get back. We like to do those Monday or Tuesday so that we can get them back on a Wednesday. We have our team meetings in the morning on Wednesday. We talk about our listings, get them all in, and make sure the picture's on there. Everything looks great. We have it coming soon on Wednesday, and that's so that our marketing can start, right? So most buyers start with an online search. The sooner we get it out there online to get it syndicating to all those additional websites, the sooner people get their eyes on it. So coming soon Wednesday, active on Thursday, hopefully showings start Friday. Most of your showings are going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday anyway. And then usually what we're trying to do is by starting that on Wednesday and active on Thursday, we're trying to get as many showings that first weekend or first 2 weekends, so that first 10 days as we can. So if it doesn't sell in that amount of time or we don't have offers in that amount of time, we'll be able to take some market data and know where we're at.
Yeah, we're trying to build excitement, if you will. We're trying to get eyes on this property. That way, like Eddie said, in that first weekend we can go. Eddie, how important is it for professional pictures to be taken?
Yeah.
Not the pictures on your. I see so many agents, they went and bought themselves a $50 camera, or they've taken them on their phones. The iPhones take great pictures, don't get me wrong, but there is no if, ands, or buts for our team. Your professional pictures are going to happen.
That's right. That's right. It's not a if. It is professional pictures all the way, every single time, no matter what.
Yeah, we've all seen the listing. You've seen the property that you're like, there's 7 pictures on, and they're asking, and you're like, if I'm giving this money, I'd like to at least see the rest of it. And now we've got a market online, like so in depth that everybody's finding their house online now.
So,
Everybody.
what we kind of consider is those pictures are our first showing, right?
Yeah.
If they don't like the pictures, they're not actually going to see it in person. So pictures aren't winning them over. They're not coming to see it. If they don't come and see it, they're definitely not writing an offer.
Yeah. Another additional thing we like to do with our team on the listing side, as far as the marketing and pictures are concerned, is a little thing they call Matterport 3D walkthroughs. On those, You can virtually tour the home. So you can click on the screen, different locations. It'll take you to that location. You can do a 360 spin, zoom in, check out everything. It's great because you can truly get a sense of a home before you actually visit the home. If your property's not in the condition it should be in when you go to list, it can be a negative too. I've had clients who we did the scheduled the Matterport, and the photographer called me and was like, "Hey, you don't want to do this today because they didn't clean up, or they left stuff out, or there's a hole in the carpet or something," which we'll talk about that in a minute, addressing those items as we come to it. But those Matterport 3D walkthroughs, great deal. They also lay out a 2D floor plan so you can see exactly how big all the rooms are. So to me, great use of marketing dollars to get one of those done as well.
I kind of joke with my clients, you're also, so that you get your pictures, you get a very professional video with that. A lot of times you're going to get a very unprofessional video, and that's usually my goofy butt sitting in front of your house with a picture and doing a little video walkthrough. It's amazing sometimes when you just throw something out there, how many views that gets, where you actually have somebody walking through your house and just a goofy introduction to your house. It's just, if anything we can do to get eyes on your property, we're going to try to do.
Yeah, I think the great use of those videos are for social media. You've got a neighbor who wants their best friend to move into the neighborhood. Well, they're not checking the market every day. They don't know, but they get on their Lebanon, Hip Mountain Juliet page and like, "Oh my goodness, the house down the street from me is about to go up for sale." So I think that's a good way to use that for a marketing tool.
Yeah.
What all do we do as far as like syndications when we push our products out? Is it just listed on the MLS and be done with it?
Yeah.
Move on with our lives? Or
Fantastic question. So we do have a website, teamrockensock.com. We have somebody managing that all the time. Because of the volume we do, we're able to do a little extra marketing through there. So our MLS syndicates to 140 to 150 websites. Our website syndicates to an additional almost 140 websites. You know, some of those at the bottom kind of come and go as they get clicks, and some of them don't get very many clicks on them, but a lot of them do. So a lot of, like we said, it's going to go to the realtor.coms, the Zillows, all those big, huge syndicates. But because we go to so many more, it really helps with our SEO traffic on Google, because Google's pulling from all of those websites, not just the websites that the MLS syndicate to.
Very good. A lot of different places out there. So I've signed. We've got it listed. We got it on the market. What do I expect from showings?
Ooh, great question. So 70% of our showings we know are going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tend to be a little bit busier. They're not saying there's not going to be one-offs during the week. You'd be surprised how many people have. Depends on the season too, right? In the summer, they might be on the lake, or they might be at ball games or all that stuff. So we just try to get as many as we can there, so we're not as a hindrance to you guys, right? If you want to sell the house, you're going to allow the showings.
Absolutely.
But we also want to make sure it's as easy as possible. We're trying to push the easy button for you. So that's why we're kind of pushing through that stuff. But obviously, we're always going to be available. If you can't get us, it's because we're with another client. You can always get one or the other, or Tana, to kind of go through any issues that we're having through it.
Yeah, showings are very important. I've had people in the past deny showings for this reason or that. And it's the same thing Eddie just said. You want your house to sell, let people see it. That's the best way to get them to buy it, is let them in there, let them look through it. I tell my clients when they're buyers, like, we're not looking in people's fridges, like we're not invading privacy, but we are opening closets. Like, we do want to look through the home. So just know that when people come into your house, if they're looking to buy, they're going to look at it as though they're wanting to live there themselves. So keep that in mind as you go. So Eddie, we've started the showings. We've got showings going. We've got our first offer. I know for us, we're like, yeah, that's our game. Like, we're ready to knock that out and negotiate that for you. But as a seller, what do I expect in my offers? And I know a lot of it's based on what we price it at, kind of market conditions, but I'm looking at this. I've got this first offer. Let's say it's full price, but they're wanting a bunch of different things. Obviously, all things are negotiable in real estate. That's something to keep in mind. But we've gotten an offer. What do we do from here?
Yeah, so this is the fun part for us, right? One of what I think is the most not the most important. One of the things we pride ourselves on is staying up on some negotiating skills, studying that, working on that so that we can best represent your interests, period. Nothing else past that. So now's the fun part. We get to start talking about that. What we're going to do is, hopefully we did a good enough job in the listing presentation to talk through these scenarios, right? There's kind of three prices out there, right? There's what we think the house is worth, there's what our asking price is, and there's what it's going to eventually sell for, right?
Forgot the most important price too, which is what does Zillow say? That's a joke.
Yeah, edit that out there. That's not real. So we've got these different prices. This is what we expect from our experience. This is kind of the good range, bad range. And a lot of this part is, if we've educated you on all of this, now we get to work together to find what best fits. You know, sometimes it's not all about the sales price. Some of it might be the other terms. If you're under contract with your dream home and we got to get this house sold, sometimes it's worth giving up $2, $3, $5, $10,000 to make it work quicker to get into this dream home. Sometimes the only motivation is get as much money as you can. So if it's as much money as you can and timeline doesn't matter, give a little on the timeline to make sure you get as much money. So it's every offer is going to be different. Every offer we're going to work to make everything fit, right? We don't want to force the square peg into the round hole. We want to make it where it's best for you.